Hello everyone, welcome to the most interesting unit of psychology, that is biopsychology. So this is just an introductory video for you all so that you and me get acquainted with each other. So my name is Dr. Milan Arora. I am a psychiatrist and I have done my MBBS from Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences, Jollygrant, Dehradun. Thereafter, I completed my MD from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Raipur. So I will be taking up your this complex yet a very logical unit of biopsychology. Okay, but before we begin, we have to understand three things here. What all we will cover in this, okay? What will be the teaching method, okay? And what is the effort required from your side? For these 3 points, I want you to just pay attention here that you can blindly trust these notes that I am giving you. We will be covering everything. Okay, but does that mean that it will be very detailed? Everything that is taught to me in MBBS or MD, I will be teaching you all? No, I do not want to give you everything that is there under the sun. We will do everything which will be crisp yet comprehensive for you all. Okay, crisp yet comprehensive for you all. So it will include your syllabus plus bit extra brownies for you. What I have done is I have read your major books over last few months, 3 4 months. I've read your books, the psychology books that are there. Not your books, our books. In fact, I would say. So I am very well versed with the syllabus. So and I've seen the PYQs as well, which have come in various examinations. So I've included those also in my notes only. So you can trust these notes blindly. So if we see at your syllabus, so what is majorly your syllabus comprising of? It is majorly ten basic chapters. First is your biopsychology introduction. Okay, with me you will have to bear the short forms. I use a very shorthand. Okay, and as I'm going to tell you further as well, I will be using the pen and paper method only. PPTs we will be there because you are acquainted with the PPT method of learning, but then I will be mostly using this pen and paper method so that when you make notes, you can make the notes in the same format and you can write in your exam in the same format. And once you write with your hands, you will remember for your MCQs as well. Okay, so what is the syllabus? We will understand the basics of biopsychology, not important chapter. Okay, then we will go to evolution, genetics. Okay, see, in this also you have to remember that genetics has certain PYQs. Evolution, I could not find much of questions from evolution, okay, in your major competitive exams. Okay, then comes a very important unit, that is neuroanatomy. This is one topic which you cannot skip at any point. Okay, PYQs or future questions, this will be one topic, one area that you cannot miss. In PYQ, in neuroanatomy PYQs, what has been seen is most of the times they are asking the name of the area and its function. Okay, so they will be asking you what is the role of cerebellum, okay, what is the role of frontal lobe, and you have to give the function. Okay, or in a clinical scenario, they are in problem based questions, PBQ, problem based question. What are they doing is they are giving you a clinical scenario in which the function of the area is impaired. This sign is for impaired. Okay, so in which the function is impaired and you have to tell which area is it. Okay, so it is working by directionally, the questions are framed. So main thing will be area and function. Okay, understood? Okay, and then they are asking you the major circuits of the body, major circuits of the body, like reflex arc, then HPA axis. Okay, do not worry, we will be doing everything, so it will become a cakewalk for you. But then just to give you a basic overview what all they are delving in your exams. Okay, so neuroanatomy is one area that we will give a lot of time. Then Another important topic is nerve conduction, in which neurotransmitters are there, and it is a very important topic. Again, equivalent to neuroanatomy, I would say, lot of PYQs, especially neurotransmitters, lot of PYQ you have. Okay, in nerve conduction also 3-4 PYQs I have seen. So a very important overall unit. So these are the basic your foundation of biopsychology, I would say. Then we will delve into specialized system, like we will go to the sensory system. Sensory system includes your vision, hearing, and the sensory motor system. Sensory motor system, touch. Other senses also are there, other senses like touch, taste, smell. So in this, certain PYQs have been on vision, certain on hearing. Rest very less. Rest very less, I would say. So we will be majorly focusing on vision and hearing. Okay. We will do everything, we will cover everything, but major focus I am telling you. Okay. Then after sensory system, you have neuro development, basically neurodevelopment or the development of brain, and neurodegeneration. Neurodegeneration. That is, the brain is degenerating, the dementias and all we will be seeing. Okay, understood. After this, in this neurodegeneration, you can remember learning, memory, and disorders of memory like amnesia and dementia. So there have been certain PYQs on dementia, certain on memory, certain on learning, very less on amnesia. Okay. So this is one area more where you need to focus upon. Then after this, we will be going into specialized systems of the body. Specialized system means we will be going into the individual topics. Like what is the biology of hunger and eating? Or we can say what is the biology of appetite? Okay, biology of appetite. Why do we eat, and when we eat, why do we get this feeling of satiety, and what happens if after eating also we do not get the feeling of satiety, or if we do not get the feeling of hunger only and we don't eat. So both are disorders. When we feel hungry, we eat, we get the feeling of satiety, that is normal. If after feeling hungry and eating also I'm not getting satiety, that is a problem. And if I'm not feeling hungry, that is also a problem. So biology of hunger and eating, that is one area we will discuss. Then comes a very important, very important topic, that is neuroendocrine system. Neuroendocrine system, I would say that you have to fall in love with, because this is one area which is equally important in every disorder. Every patient walking into your clinic will have some neuroendocrine abnormalities. Okay, psychiatry is very closely linked with the disturbance of the endocrine system, that I was talking earlier, HPA axis. Okay, this is one axis, HPA, HPT, HPG. We will be seeing what are these. Okay, these axes are the ones which get disturbed in a lot of disorders, and you will be seeing that whenever there is a psychiatry patient, he carries one or other comorbidities, and those comorbidities are very commonly linked to the endocrine system. Like a stressed female will come, like depression or anxiety will come with menstrual irregularities. Okay, and then you will be explaining her that it is because of stress, and if she asks you how does stress lead to menstrual irregularities, then the answer will be from this class. Okay, so this is one system, I would say. After neuroanatomy, neuroendocrine system is one which you have to fall in love with. First, you need to know what are the structures in the brain controlling the body. Okay, so ultimately we are reading what? Brain science. Okay, once we are reading the brain science, so we need to know the structure of the brain. Structure, the areas and their functions, which we will be covering in neuroanatomy. Then we will be need to know that the what chemicals carry what. So we will be reading neurotransmitters, and then how these neurotransmitters regulate whole body, that is we will be reading in the neuroendocrine system, where we will be studying about various hormones. Okay, so this is one area, I would say, one very important area where you need to understand that you cannot skip this topic at all. Okay, PYQs, a lot of PYQs and a lot of understanding is involved. Then another very important topic, that is sleep, dreaming and circadian rhythms. Whatever you do, every psychiatric disorder will be accompanied with your sleep disturbances. Okay, invariably we find the patient complaining about the quality or quantity of sleep. So sleep is one area where you have to focus, understanding circadian rhythm is also of utmost importance. Now what has been the latest research point, that the circadian rhythm disturbances are also one of the causal or one of the associative factors in a variety of psychiatric or psychological disorders, as we see. So ultimately our motive is to treat the patient. Clearing the exam, passing the MCQs and all, that is one part of it, but ultimately the motive is to treat the patient. And to treat the patient, we should know what is the biological process inside the patient that is being disturbed. A lot of you are not, I would say, biologically oriented that much, okay? But then we have to cater to everyone. So we will be starting from the very basic, then we will be building on it. And I'm telling you, if you read with me in the form I give you, so it will be like a stairs. First, we will take step 1, then 2, then 3. So you have to build your knowledge. It is not that I will give you everything that I know. No, not at all. Okay. So do not worry that about the details or about the that he's a psychiatrist and all. No, no. I am a teacher for you people. Okay. So sleep, dreaming, circadian rhythms. Then emotions and stress. These are two topics that we will be handling more. Okay, we certain questions from emotions I've seen, certain from stress, but then the most important ones I've already told you: neuroendocrine system, sleep, dreaming, circadian rhythm, here neuroanatomy, and the neurotransmitters. Okay, these are the most important ones which you cannot skip at any cost. Okay, fine. After this, we will be studying certain things about lateralization and language. Lateralization and language. You will be understanding what is lateralization and why I'm talking about language here. So this is one topic where I've seen PYQs, especially lateralization. 2-3 PYQs repeated in the subsequent years we have seen. Then at last we will be reading certain psychiatric disorders, whatever you call them, psychiatric, psychology disorders, I don't care. They are ultimately the disorders of the brain. Okay. And then psychiatric drugs, these we will only touch upon. Okay, because these are not very important for you. This is one area that you have had 3-4 questions, just the basic touching only. They have done very superficial questions asked. And psychiatric drugs, very rarely they will ask you. Okay, they might ask you, how does alcohol work in the brain? Okay, it is a CNS depressant. Okay, so what we generalize is from our personal experiences. Once when we take alcohol, it gives us a feeling of excitement. So what we can do, we can mark the wrong answer, that alcohol is a CNS excitatory drug. No, alcohol is a CNS depressant. Okay, so what it does is it depresses the inhibitory areas. So not going into those details now. Once we cover alcohol, once we cover opioids, cannabis, okay, just the basic touching upon, then you will be able to know why I'm telling you these things. Because in your PYQs, I saw this question, which of the following is a CNS depressant, and alcohol was an option. Okay, so you have to understand that we will be touching upon a lot of things superficially. Okay, superficially. And one more things, this sequence in which I have written, the sequence might vary. I am not very sure that I will be going in this sequence. This is the sequence from your book, one of the books that I have taken the index. Okay, but then I'm not sure. I'll be trying that you read the important things first. Okay, then you come to the lesser important things, and that it makes a flow in your brain. So it is not that I will be teaching you sleep before your nerve conduction, because you cannot understand, or neuroendocrine before your basic neuroanatomy. No, you cannot understand. So the flow I will decide. Do not worry about that. Okay. Then this caters to our first question. What all will we cover? So now you understand what all will we cover. We will cover everything that is in your syllabus. and bit extra details. Then what will be the teaching method? See, teaching method will be pen and paper, like I am doing now. It will be largely pen and paper. PPTs, yes, I will give you. Okay, I worked hard to prepare them for you people. They will be a sort of notes or a quick revision guide for you. But then when we have to understand a concept, then we have to use our hands, because your hand eye brain coordination is very, very important for you to learn and remember things. Else it is very easy to just switch on your phone and like you scroll the insta reels, you can watch me speaking, but then it will not be beneficial for you. Okay, so the ultimate purpose is that you read, then you learn, and then you remember and retain. Okay, so pen and paper, PPTs. Okay, now what is the thing that I will do? I will teach, then we will make summary boxes. These summary boxes is one thing that you have to draw. If you are lazy enough to not write notes, please draw summary boxes, because every question that will come in your exam will be from these summary boxes. Okay, I'm not saying 100% of the questions, but yeah, 90 to 95% of the questions of biopsychology you will have from these summary boxes. I have made it very crisp, and the whole chapter where we teach might be 45 minutes or 50 minutes. Okay, but these summary boxes will take 1 minute or 1.5 minutes of yours, but it will give you everything that was there in the 50 minutes of the chapter. Okay, so these summary boxes is one thing that you have to remember. Yes, and rest of the things which are not that important, we will just read, we will not learn, we will not try to fill our brains with those things. Okay, okay, so step 1 would be understand basics with me. Step 2 would be go and see the PPT so that you have the notes with you. Step 3 would be to make summary. To make summary and learn this summary. Okay? Okay. So the question again comes, when I teach you, what depth it would be. So I would work only on two principles. Two principles. They are, first is that I know that common things are asked commonly. So you need to understand that common things are asked commonly. So what are the common topics? The again and again, the repeated themes in your exams. Okay, that we will be covering in detail, and we will go one step ahead of those details, so that we can predict the future questions, if any. Okay, and second principle is that I would say in Hindi that पढ़ो उतना याद रहे जितना, ठीक है, और पढ़ो उतना जितना आपके काम आए. Okay, so you have to learn and remember only that much which you can retain. So again, retaining is the most important part. There is no point that I give you hundreds of lectures and you just skim through them and you don't remember anything. Not doing. We will be learning only that much which we can retain. Okay, okay. And what is the effort required by you? There is only one effort: stick till the end of class, stick till the end of lecture. It is not a live class, it is a recorded session, so you can pause, you can take your breaks. But I would say do not take frequent breaks. That would not let the flow of lecture get into your head, and flow is very important, because once the things come in flow, so you can learn. Passive learning is a lot. Okay, so that is the effort required by you. It is a long unit, I am telling you, it is a long unit, a lot of chapters are there, but then let's work together, we will cover it. Okay, I will try to make things easily gulpable for you. Okay, so you have to just remember that you have to learn and revise in the video itself with me. In the video itself, do not spend more time after the lecture learning my biopsychology. You have a lot of other sections to cover, you can easily do those. Okay, but for me with biopsychology, you have to learn here, revise here, and do not get distracted. Okay, so once you spend your 1.5 hour on the phone, you must gain at least 20-25 minutes. Okay, that should be the target. And on this note, I think I should end this basic introduction, and we'll start with your biopsychology unit and let's dive into this deep portion. But then we will make it very simple for you. It will be a cakewalk. Please remember, it's a tough unit altogether, but then it will be a cakewalk. Okay, thank you.